What is good, YouTube? Welcome back for another banger. On this channel we discuss everything cryptocurrency investing. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Quite a lot to get through today. So I'm guessing you're all aware, but if you're unaware, Bitcoin has just hit a new all-time high of $57,000, or slightly over $57,000 at the time of recording this video. It's quite a lot of bullish sentiment in the market, especially after Elon Musk and Tesla announced their Bitcoin purchase on their balance sheet. I think that was one of the main catalysts, not that we needed it. We also had the Canadian ETF and MicroStrategy. Yes, Mr. Saylor, Bitcoin MVP 2020. He's going for Bitcoin MVP 2021 as well. They initially planned to raise around $600 million, they announced last week, but they've actually bumped that up to $1 billion worth of debt, or just over $1 billion worth of debt to purchase more Bitcoin. They're going hard as a, you know what I'm going to say, to buy as much Bitcoin as possible. They're fully adopting this Bitcoin strategy, and they currently hold just over 71,000 Bitcoin, so raising $1 billion at today's prices will probably get them another 20,000 Bitcoin. So they are by far the largest public holders of Bitcoin and the second largest holders of Bitcoin, known holders of Bitcoin after Grayscale. And if you look at the on-chain analytics, it tells a very interesting story. So as Bitcoin's price is steadily increasing, as well, we've just gone over the 56k mark at the moment, the amount of Bitcoin on exchanges is drastically decreasing. So it shows that the people purchasing this Bitcoin are not planning to sell, aka not leaving it on exchanges. They are keeping their Bitcoin for long-term hodl. Ethereum has also blasted off past $2,000. I think it's currently retraced down below around the $1,999 mark, but Ethereum has blasted off, following with Bitcoin. Amazing bullish sentiment around Ethereum as well. I believe this has been driven by large institutions, large whales. The ETH, or the Ethereum Whale Club, grew to an all-time high of 1,278 wallets holding Ethereum. Similar to Bitcoin, we can see that as the value of Ethereum has continued to increase, it's been hodled by long-term holders, because we can see as the value and price of Ethereum has been increasing, the amount of Ethereum being held on exchanges has been in a steady decline. So it's the lowest cumulative ETH held on exchanges since November 2008, which shows it's for long-term holding. This is ultra bullish. So yeah, this is really great to see. Ethereum seems to be the name on everyone's mouth at the moment. Just looking at Google Trends, you can see how popular Ethereum is. It's pretty much at all-time highs, or just slightly dipped at all-time highs as we speak. There's an incoming hard fork, the Berlin hard fork, which would actually there's also an incoming hard fork, Berlin hard fork, which has actually been delayed quite a little while. It's scheduled for April, and the hard fork includes various optimizations for contracts, including gas efficiencies, which will be really good, which will make DeFi and just doing standard transactions on Ethereum more cost effective, updates to how the code is read by the Ethereum virtual machine, and other changes to protect against denial of service attacks. So yeah, this was actually scheduled for June and July, but as things generally go on Ethereum, there can usually be delays. So this is scheduled for April. This may actually be one of the catalysts for some of the price increases as well. And yeah, just again, everybody loving Ethereum and everything on Ethereum. You may have seen in slightly bizarre news, people are selling digital socks for just under $100,000. So Uniswap, the decentralized exchange, the largest decentralized exchange by volume, they issued sock tokens in 2019, and these are actually backed by limited edition pairs of socks. Very weird and bizarre thing to do. So 500 of these socks, so 500 of these sock tokens were created, and they're backed by physical socks, these funky socks that you see below. Quite bizarre, but quite cool. we're going to see more and more collectible items and NFTs being issued on Ethereum. And so far, there are 185 users who actually collected or redeemed their physical socks, so swapped their tokens for physical socks. And yeah, it's absolutely kind of mad. It is kind of mad. At the current time, the socks are trading for around $71,000, and you can see the price trajectory over time, as low as $40 back in March. So well done to Unisocks holders. You've probably seen Binance Coin has jumped substantially in the past couple of days, and it flipped Polkadot and Cardano to become the third biggest cryptocurrency by market cap after Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you're wondering why Binance Coin has been increasing, well, one of the main reasons is the Binance Smart Chain transactions have taken off. So Binance Smart Chain, which is a centralized blockchain or semi-decentralized blockchain, has had its transactions take off. It offers high performance and low fees, which is compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine, and developers can worry less about transaction fees and focus more on innovating while using all the existing developer tooling they are familiar with on the Ethereum ecosystem. So developers can actually move very easily off of Ethereum onto the Binance Smart Chain, which at the moment is more cost effective and it's a lot more usable than Ethereum, which is why Binance Smart Chain has really taken off in recent days. The main driver behind Binance Smart Chain's popularity is the cost saving over Ethereum. If you use Ethereum regularly, it costs quite a lot of money to execute a transaction due to gas fees. If you're trying to buy sometimes $50 worth of tokens on Uniswap, you can end up paying up to $200 worth of gas fees, and Binance Smart Chain actually cuts this down severely. So you can see on 18th of February, Binance Smart Chain recorded 2.5 million transactions on its network, compared with 1.3 million transactions on Ethereum, so almost double the amount of transactions. And according to a Binance spokesperson, BSC's daily transaction volume is up 300% from year to date and bolsters an ecosystem of over 100 DeFi projects. Furthermore, the platform has succeeded in maintaining gas costs as low as 4 cents compared to Ethereum's 5.53 cents. Binance Smart Chain is 135 times less expensive. So for the average retail investor, it is a lot more efficient and cost effective for them to get involved in DeFi on Binance than Ethereum currently. It says feedback we have heard is that DeFi protocols are increasingly chain agnostic. The rapid growth of Binance Smart Chain shows the users prefer lower transaction fees. BSC also provides a variety of assets, many of which are not available on DeFi protocols on Ethereum. So yeah, I'll continue to track this and bring you guys the news. Next up, you've probably seen many big Bitcoin proponents and advocates with laser eyes on Twitter. Even Elon Musk changed his Twitter bio pic to an anime character with laser eyes. We had a US Senate also did the same. There was Tyler Winklevoss, the Winklevoss twins, Cameron Winklevoss, and Anthony Pompliano. The reason for this is they're all getting involved in the laser ray until 100k. So until Bitcoin hits 100k, they've all agreed to change their Twitter biopics to themselves with a laser. So basically a meme, and just celebrating the fact that we're winning and we're leveling up. So yeah, Bitcoiners are winning, Bitcoiners are having fun. It's great to see. Get involved. Next up, Elon Musk on gold. You might as well have crypto. So Elon Musk was having a discussion with Bitcoin bear and gold bug Peter Schiff. And we'll know Elon Musk recently made a 1.5 billion purchase of Bitcoin for Tesla. And yet Peter Schiff, hardcore gold bug and Bitcoin naysayer, wanted to call out Elon Musk on a post he'd recently posted on Twitter saying Bitcoin is almost as B as fiat money. And Elon Musk actually clapped back and replied to him saying, an email saying you have gold is not the same as having gold. You might as well have crypto. Money is just data that allows us to avoid the inconvenience of barter. That data, like all data, is subject to latency and error. The system will evolve to that which maximizes both. So Elon Musk is essentially saying that, an email saying you have something isn't the same as having that physical thing itself. Crypto is an asset. So for example, like Bitcoin is an asset you can custody and hold yourself. You can do something with it, you can move it. And Bitcoin has all those characteristics, gold doesn't. So yeah, very interesting to see Elon Musk clapping back at Peter Schiff. So yeah, Russel Okung considered the highest paid in the league. So for years and years, Russell has been crying out to be paid in Bitcoin. And I think about a month and a half ago, maybe back in December, he finally got the league and his team agreed that they'll pay half of his salary in Bitcoin. So he elected to have half his salary paid in Bitcoin. And because Bitcoin has multiplied so much and grown so much, he's actually believed to be the highest paid player in the league. Massive win for Russ. Stacks sats or die. I think Bitcoin payments and crypto payments for employees are going to become increasingly popular. We saw the mayor of Miami state that they're trying to get employees the ability to be paid in Bitcoin, and I see this coming mainstream very, very soon. There are several people around the world who receive their salaries in Bitcoin, Ethereum, or some sort of cryptocurrency, and I see this being more mainstream in sports. Next up, be careful who you listen to, guys. Be very, very, very careful who you listen to, especially these investment pages, financial investors, billionaires. I watch what they do, not what they say. I'm sure you're all aware of the Motley Fool. They've never really spoken positively about Bitcoin, never really been Bitcoin proponents. And just going back a couple of months, we've got articles saying, here's why I wouldn't buy Bitcoin and you shouldn't either. Another article, time to buy Bitcoin? No way. I'm following Warren Buffett instead. Another article, in January, Bitcoin's price is almost 40k, but I'd still follow Warren Buffett advice in 2021. 7th of February, forget Bitcoin. These controversial stocks are better buys. And then finally, yesterday, the Motley Fool announces a $5 million investment in Bitcoin. So the same investment blog that millions of people worldwide read for months and for years have advised against buying Bitcoin and finally said they're buying Bitcoin because in our 10x real money portfolio, we're recommending and buying Bitcoin. It will be a core holding in our 10x portfolio. There are 39 other stocks we believe are on a path that could potentially lead to 10x returns at some point in the next 15 years. We believe Bitcoin could deliver those returns as well. But you've always said we should stay away from Bitcoin. And not only that, in addition to this portfolio allocation in 10x, in the coming weeks, the Motley Fool will also be separately buying 5 million in Bitcoin on our own balance sheets. While Bitcoin may very well continue to be volatile in the short term, we think it has 10x potential from today's levels over a long term. As part of a diversified portfolio, we plan to hold this Bitcoin investment for many years. So I guess anybody can change their mind, anyone can change their point of view, but always do your own research, guys, your own due diligence. If you'd been following this blog and their financial advice for the years that they'd been bashing Bitcoin, it may have been a deterrent to get into Bitcoin, and there were life-changing sums that may have been missed out. So be careful who you take your advice from, and always do your own research and your own due diligence. In other news, Polkadot is in the top 4 again, 20% gains, and I believe Polkadot has now, pushed Cardano out of the way, and it is the number 4 coin. So they're pretty much neck and neck, 36, 35 billion, and I'm sure Tether will print some more Tether and jump back up to third anytime soon. But yeah, Polkadot, yay Polkadot. Finally, OKCoins to delist Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Satoshi Vision to protect Bitcoin from Craig Wright's malicious information war. So for those who are unaware, we always had Bitcoin, and then back in 2017 there was a bit of a war where Bitcoin, the real Bitcoin, wanted to introduce a development and upgrade called SegWit, which would make transactions more efficient and cheaper. And there was a bit of a war, and there was a split. So in the simplest terms, there was a split in the chain, and some people stayed with Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin Cash was formed. So essentially a fork of Bitcoin. So the chain split, and we had 2 Bitcoins. Well, one real Bitcoin, which is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash, led by Craig Wright. And then not long ago, last year at some point, or was it even the year before, Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Satoshi Vision again had a little beef, and Craig Wright again arguing over what he believed was supposed to be the true form of Bitcoin and the direction it should go, and they split, and they became Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. And then we had 3 Bitcoins, but only one real Bitcoin. Bitcoin Satoshi Vision being another fork. Anyway, we all know there's only one Bitcoin, and Craig Wright claims to be Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, but we all know that isn't true. And anyway, Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Satoshi Vision are rightly being delisted because no one's really using them anyway. So yeah, I'm sure more exchanges will follow suit, and we'll follow the story. But yeah, that is it from me, guys. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, comment down below your thoughts on price predictions for the year for Bitcoin, Ethereum. Do you think more people will be delisting Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision, Bitcoin Cash? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Show.